Hello everyone, my name is Loko and welcome to a new game of StarCraft II Heart of the Swarm. Today we're gonna be playing, as you might have already noticed, a live game because, you know, I noticed I haven't actually just sat down and just played a game in quite a while. Obviously, I recently uploaded a video of my girlfriend playing a game of StarCraft II, but not just me playing a video game and doing something that I used to do like 4 times a week or something. So, right now we're just gonna sit down, as you might have noticed by the clicking of the keyboard. We are gonna play this game completely live, so I'm giving commentary, and it looks like my opponent has actually seen my name before. I make YouTube videos and live stream and stuff. It's kind of cool. A lot of people have been recognizing my name in the last couple of weeks. It's kind of cool. It makes me feel kind of E-famous, kind of a little bit E-famous. Now it turns out it is going to be a Zerg versus Zerg. Did I just make 2 overlords? Oh no, okay. I thought for a second that that I made 2 overlords, but it looks like it's gonna be a Zerg versus Zerg on Frost Alley. And I'm thinking of going for a gasless build order. I made a video about that yesterday. Nope. But I am recording. I made a video about that yesterday. If you haven't seen it, make sure to check the link right below that like button. It will be the very top of the description. I'll put a link to that video. And basically, I go over every single thing that you need to know when you try and play a gasless build in ZVZ. So I'm gonna try and execute that in this game as well. Hopefully, it's a good example one. And hopefully, I'll be able to show you how strong this build can really be. I'm sure the people on the YouTubes will say hello as well. Looks like my opponent is in the bottom right. He's gonna re-rally my overlords. And I'm gonna follow this 15 spawning or 15 hatchery up with a 50 or a 16 spawning pool. Doesn't really matter exactly if you get a 15 or a 16 or even a 17 pool. Maybe even a 14 one if you feel like you're in trouble versus early spawning pools. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I know people are obsessing over that quite a lot, like the hatchery timing and the pool timing. Most of the time though, the most important thing to note is that you simply get them around a reasonable time. So you could go 17 hatch, 17 pool. You could go 14 hatch, 14 pool. You know, it's a little bit safer. If you get it a little bit later, it's gonna be a little bit more economy focused. But in the end, the differences are so minimal, I would not be worrying about it. So I went for 15 hatch, 16 pool. Pretty solid right there. Okay, gonna re-rally everything to the natural, like I also do in that explanation video. And I'm going to be starting double queens out very, very shortly. So it's 1 queen. Another queen. Gonna make this one into a Zergling. And I'm gonna put down a spine crawler right here. Cool. So we're good to go. Gonna make another overlord. And I'm gonna go straight back into joining. Now I need to kind of figure out what my opponent is up to. Now in these spawning positions that we are seeing right now. It looks like he actually went for a pool first. But in these spawning positions that we are in right now, what I'm doing is pretty good, because what I'm gonna obviously follow this up with is a Roach +1/+1 speed timing attack. Hey! I made a queen! I made a queen! Dang it! I'm sure I made a queen. I'm pretty damn sure I made a queen right there in my natural. Apparently it didn't make though, but oh well. Bit annoying. Not the biggest of deals. I'm just gonna have to play this out like it's a normal game, but obviously if my opponent is gonna do a bit of aggression, you know, lacking that 1 queen in the natural is going to be pretty big. Anyways, looks like he's been making drones, so gonna try and figure out what my opponent's up to. Instead of laying down a creep tumor, I'm gonna have to inject here. Looks like he actually mined only 100 gas. Okay, so we might be in trouble. I'm gonna put down another spine crawler, because if he mines only 100 gas, the chance of him going for an all-in is pretty big. So, gonna put my queens to the low ground. Gonna start my wall up a bit earlier, because obviously there's a big chance my opponent is indeed gonna go for an all-in. And I'm a bit scared of that, because right now, you know... Oh my god, queen, what are you doing? Get back in! Get back in, suicidal queen! Right now, it's a bit scary. I don't know exactly how much he's going to follow this up with. I don't plan on letting this one on the side finish, though. Anyways, gonna get some gas geysers. Gonna get 4 at once. Just for safety. And it looks like he decides to not even go for the aggression anymore, which is fine by me. Okay, get some creep spread going. So right now I just put my wall up a little bit earlier than you would normally do it. Doesn't really matter a whole lot. It's obviously just going to cut back into your economy a little bit. But as long as you realize that it is the fact that you are sacrificing a bit of eco, it's cool. Gonna start sniping out a bunch of these queens. I mean, we got them right here, so we might as well kill them. Oh, okay. No. We're gonna send you guys back. Gonna go for a lair. I'm gonna go start my upgrades. Still making drones. I mean, if he's really going to be trying to be annoying here, I'll just do it like that. Bam. So just keeping that wall up. And I'm just gonna keep making drones right now. Got my Roach Warren going. Gonna start +1 armor as well. And I'm gonna cancel this thing again in a little bit. But for now, you know, I'm safe. I don't really need to worry. He's invested quite a bit into all of these units though, which is quite nice. Because obviously that means he is invested a lot. No. Gotta be careful. Okay. Now we're done droning. And I can't really do much of anything, right? I need to just wait for my spawning pool to be done. But that's okay. Or for my Roach Warren to be done. That's okay, though. Gonna start an Overseer right here. Another Overseer as well. Reason why I go for 2 Overseers is the Contamination. Contamination is very, very useful. I've been messing around with that in the last couple of days. And double Contamination and +1/+1 Roach is extremely, extremely strong. Okay, gonna chase away these guys. And go for my third. So exactly what my opponent is doing is the counter to this build, right? It's exactly what I've discussed in the video as well. Where if you're decided to go for someone, I mean, if you're playing against someone who is going for a gasless opener, what he is doing right there, pressuring with Zerglings, and then switching into a third base before your opponent does, is usually the best way to follow this up. So right now I'm just gonna make a ton of roaches, and I'm gonna hopefully do a bit of aggression while droning up my fourth, at least, or my third rather. That's going to be my big plan right now, but I wonder how good it's gonna work. Okay, you can go down there. You can go down there. Oh. And I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move right now. Okay. Let's see what we can get done. So right now I'm hitting a +1/+1 roach speed timing attack. He did get pretty greedy. Right now I'm droning up, however, so that's important to note. He might have a bit too much stuff. I mean, this is a good position for me. It's good positioning. And I'm gonna go back into roaches right now. Now, he does have too much stuff, I'm afraid. Okay, just gonna keep going. I got my spine crawlers right here, which are obviously very useful. Got queens with energy as well. And I do have my own third base up and going. Now, the one advantage that I'm having at this point in the game, I'm pretty far behind in everything, except for one factor, that's upgrades. And upgrades are obviously most apparent when you can actually showcase them when you have a maxed out army. So right now, he is single upgrading, I'm pretty sure. Didn't get a click right there, but most of the time when you do play like this, you do go for a single upgrade. So there's a big chance I will finish my +2/+2 quite a bit before him. So as long as I max out right now and then go for a big timing, I should be able to actually deal a significant amount of damage. We did trade pretty well previously as well. We killed a couple of drones, which is nice. And I'm just going to keep making units, He might still make a mistake, but keep in mind, I am behind. So that is important to note. I'm gonna start some roach beats, some roach burrows as well. I'm just gonna keep producing. Like I mentioned, never go for more than around 10-12 drones in your third, because that's just too big of a deal. And it looks like he might be making up for a timing attack right now. Which is nice, because that would mean that I will be able to just simply deal a ton of damage. If I get proper positioning, I can still win this. +2 attack is about to finish up. There we go, it is done. If he waits until my +2 armor is done, I will be a very happy boy. He might go back though. Let me have a look with my spine. Or with my overseer rather. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, he's only at +1 right now. He's probably waiting for +2 to finish, when my +2/+2 will be done. I have spine crawlers here, I have everything. So if he attacks right now, I will win. I'm still gonna move though. Could he have forgotten? Could you have gotten Roach speed? Looked like his Roaches were very, very slow right there. I'm gonna try and get some decent positioning right here. That's exactly what I needed. My Roaches are +2/+2, where his are +1 only. Okay, so that was a maxed out army right there for me. I should be able to just simply overrun him right now. Gonna get my Overseer over here as well to make sure that I get all my units properly in position. I'm gonna bring over my Spines, because this timing right here is something that he likely won't be able to hold. I got a ton of Reinforcements incoming. A lot of larvae just about to pop off as well, which is very nice. And, there we go. Tons and tons more in production. Gotta be careful that I don't overextend here, but that's cool. Gotta get a new Spine or a new Overseer over here too. Okay, good. Yeah, and it looks like I just will be able to outproduce my opponent right here. I mean, I'm just gonna keep producing more and more stuff. And he said, well, I know where I lost, yeah. But this feels shitty. Okay, yeah, I agree with him. We did end up winning that game right there. I made a couple of really sloppy misplays, but I hope it did showcase you how to play this build order in, you know, finicky situations where your opponent goes for like a Ling all-in and then decides to not go for a Ling all-in and all that kind of stuff. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I will see you in the next game. Bye! Hello everyone, my name is Loko, and welcome to a new StarCraft II Heart of the Swarm video. Today we're gonna be focused